Oh boy. What's going on, guys? What y'all getting into today? I am just working in the shop a little bit today. Don't get much time, but feels good when you do get to get out here, you know what I mean? Got the bash bar down. It's already been painted. It's already been fixed, rather, as you can see from the tab. Painted, messed up, repainted, and it's baked for several days now. So I just pulled it down from these little rafters, little mechanics tie or cable, whatever you want to call it. And now I'm just about to go ahead and put this intercooler and stuff back in. It's not the prettiest, but it'll do. We're gonna start cleaning this up and putting everything back inside of the bash bar so we can go ahead and move on and try and get back to making some choo-choo noises. That's where we're at. So I've got all the other work done on the car that I was trying to get done. This is literally the last step, putting everything back together. Once everything goes back together, we can go ahead and seeing about getting someone to do like a remote tune for me. And once they do a remote tune for me, just try to get me better in the ballpark. Then from there we can go ahead, because I've already smoked the starter and I've been stranded multiple times, and I'm definitely not trying to go back there. So we just chilling, listening to a little bit of music, relaxing a little bit before work start back tomorrow. You know, the weekend always flies by. I don't know about you guys, but it does. So that being said, we're just trying to get that last little bit of decompression out before winding back up and getting kicked back started again, all over again. So drop a comment, guys. Not new wheels. I might as well go ahead and spoil it. I took the plastic dip off of the wheels that I had before. Hold on one sec. Oh man, you guys have been commenting. The wheels that I've had in the shop here, I took the plastic dip off. Worst mistake that I've ever made doing plastic dip. I don't like it, and I probably won't ever do that again. That being said, putting the old wheels back on, cleaning them up, I guess it looks more like a traditional BMW, a traditional E36, but it's not going to be all that traditional given the fact it's a big turbo out the hood that makes spoolie noises and backfires without me wanting it to, and a big old bash bar. So old wheels with the new flavor. We're just murdering it out, blacking it out, and we're gonna ride with it, man. We're gonna ride with it. Twitty, just cleaning around the house. It's something that needs to get done. I probably need to do a little bit myself, but I really don't feel like it. So that's here we are. What's going on, Tim? What's going on with you, man? Twitty, you are first. That is right. You are right. So getting a little bit of work done. Am I getting into drifting? Honestly, no. I don't have time for it. I like some of the drift stuff. I wouldn't mind, messing around and giving it a shot. Is that my goal though? No, that's is not my goal. Don't really have a whole bunch of time right now. But I think it's pretty cool. I also don't have the time to learn a new craft like that, because that takes a lot of seat time, a lot of it, and I don't got a lot of seat time and tires as well. But it is what it is. But I do have a drift setup in my brain. That's a thing that we've got going. I would keep the compact, because I feel like the compact's pretty cool. It's kind of underrated a bit. And obviously, I would like to put a LS in it. I mean, who else doesn't want to have an LS in a small car that makes a ton of power? And that's plenty of power. Give it some angle and just run it. Or, I don't even have to go LS. If you've been watching any of the videos, under the tarp is actually a K24 that I just need to get in the shop. But it's been raining like crazy and the ground is super soft. So trying to get the cherry picker and muscle that inside of here has not been happening. So I can always do K24 in the E36 chassis and run it like that. That would be pretty cool. Well, I'll be running E85 in the future. And what's your thoughts on E85? I like E85. One thing I don't like is the inconsistency of it. The fact that you can go one place and get one thing and something else you can get a different grade of it somewhere else. And you got to constantly fight with it to get a good ratio. E85 in my area is non-existent, so I would have to drive 45 minutes away, get some E85, and then fill up several jugs of it, and then store it in here, which I don't want to do, so I can run E85. Is it an option? Yes, though. How's the turbo coming? The tuning, Taki, appreciate the comment. Tuning is not the most fun, but it's getting there slowly. I'm ready to two-step without two-stepping, because right now, at times, it's and it sounds great, but I didn't mean to. So the cool factor isn't there yet. But it's coming along. It's a slow grind, slowly but surely. But you're starting to get parts together. What are you turboing? You got an E36 that you're turboing? Sounds kind of weird a little bit, but yeah. So that's what's going on. Also, I need to work on the Mercedes. I've got several things in my head that's rolling around in it, and I don't know if I'm gonna do any of them or none of them, or part of me wants to bag it, part of me wants to do a bunch of other stuff. Oh, you got a 99 328. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you got the good engine. So yeah, go for it. And also, manifolds are dime a dozen. Turbo kits, setups, dime a dozen. There's probably 1,000 people that have turbo theirs, and you can cherry pick any one of them and run it and be good with it. So I don't think you have any problem turboing yours. What's the plan for the K series? Okay, so plan for the K series was to put it in the E36, right? But the swap price for an E36 is like $3,000. Like off the rip, it's $3,000. You're looking at transmission, you still gotta get, but it's the swap parts, the motor mounts, you got the bell housing adapter, all that other stuff that you gotta use. You're looking at $3,000. And of course you want to go through the K24. Of course you want to turbo it. Of course you want to do standalone ECU. Of course you want to do all that other stuff and the cost that goes along with doing all of that. And that swap becomes like a $6,000 swap. you can get it done cheaper. Don't get me wrong, but you're definitely gonna sacrifice stuff. Right now, we're gonna run that car until it blows, and then from there, then I'll have a decision to make on what to do, whether I should swap it, rebuild another M42, or just go V8 route, which is not out of the question, but it's not in the question as well. Car's already been down enough. I don't want it to be down. Now I just want to drive it. I just want to beat it to heck and just drive it, to be honest with you. So that's where we at right now with that. A harebrained idea was to go ahead and swap it into the Mercedes, because that would have been a completely one-off swap. But there's not a lot of rear-wheel drive transmissions for the K24 that's inexpensive. So does the K run? The K has a couple bent valves, which isn't a big issue. Pull that off and always do a little bit of head work to it, and you'll be good to go. That's what was up with that. And it ran still. It did run. It didn't run great. So the fact that it still can run is always a good thing. And going through one of those engines is K. I mean, once you've been through one engine, for the most part, you've been through almost all the other engines as well. So that's that. We're going to keep grinding away on some of this stuff though. But yeah, what else you guys getting into? But eventually though, yeah, I would like to do something with the K24. Everybody that has a K24, they love them. I want to try it, see how it is. It'd be fun. This will be my first 4-cylinder that I'm actually trying to make some power out of. All before, I built 302s, 351s, Pontiac 400s. Trying to win a couple PS5s. Oh man, how you trying to win those PS5s? Ain't nobody's got one right now. At least nobody I know got one right now. Winning a couple PS5s. I game a little bit, and I thought about putting some of my Forza stuff on the channel. I don't think I'm gonna do it though. And then I went on a hiatus from Forza, and I hopped on it the other day, and I was terrible. Oh, you sold 7 so far? See, there you go, Saint Brick, with that Xbox. See, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. I ain't giving nothing away, guys. Please ignore him. Fighting to get my steering rack off the column today. Oh. That is grunt work, man. Embrace the suck, though. Taki, embrace the suck. It's gonna suck. It is sucking, but if you psych your mind up, it won't be as bad. It won't be as bad, I promise you. That's a video I actually just finished shooting about embracing the suck. Easier said than done, but once you master it, nothing can get in the way of it, honestly. Nothing can. Also, I would like to change the music, but this is non-copyright music, so in order for me to try and get 13 cents on this video over the next 6 months, we got to vibe out to this. I'm gonna hold you to that. Hey man, look. Oh man. Saint Break, what you doing today, bro? You hiding out in that back room? I bet he is. Okay, but V series, what's your thoughts? The V series back in the day, that was fun. Never had a K. Never had a K. Like, man, everybody that has been swapping Ks right now, they've been making like stupid power. Okay, Gears and Gasoline, they K-Swap Ben. Of course, he's got sponsors out the Yin Yang, but he's making stupid power on a bone stock non-turboed one. Then he's got another one as well that he did put a turbo on. They make crazy power. B series was the thing back in the day, okay? Back in the day, you couldn't go to a car show without built B series and a Civic or whatever stripped out. Like, B series had its time, but K is the new B series. At least that's just my thoughts. Now, with that being said, if you're flat broke and you're just trying to like build something, B series all day. Okay, you can run to the junkyard, grab you a B series, and you can just throw a hodgepodge of them together, and it works. It just works. I don't get the witchcraft that's in it, but it honestly works. But I want to try the K series though. I haven't had one. How are the junkyards in my area? The junkyards in my area suck. That's it. They suck. Okay, I have to drive at least an hour to get a halfway decent one. Other than that, they suck for the most part. A complete engine, transmission, no, not even transmission, a complete engine with accessories and harness, all that good stuff, you're looking at least minimum 7, 8, 9, because they don't charge you for a complete engine. They don't say, hey, we're trying to sell these, here's a complete engine. That is the price. 7, 8, 9 on up is just for a 4-cylinder engine out of some Isuzu that you could care less about. The LSs, they're wanting 15. I mean, it's crazy prices for other stuff. Crazy prices. They don't give you a package deal. Like if I'm pulling the whole thing, I'm not gonna pull off this and this. Then they start charging you for bolts and all that other nonsense. So there's a lot of people that's like, oh, I can build and I can swap and build an LS for like $800. I'm just getting an engine for $800, if that. I still might be short. Junkyards in my area are not the best, and I used to be about that junkyard life. Not no more. Not no more. I don't feel like dealing with that gravel. Tap my knees on my back, trying to pull that transmission out. No power tools. Can't even use the golf cart that they riding around on. It sucks. I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. A little bit of Warzone. Okay, getting that dub in. Hey, you got it, Taki, man. I'm serious though. Embrace the suck. Embrace the fact that it's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be fun. But when you actually get it done, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. You flip used auto parts from the yard. Do you make a good bit of money off it? Is it worthwhile? Is it worthwhile? That's the question. Because you got to go out there, you got to pull it, and I've heard of some people doing that. Very worth it. Oh wow. What? Okay, you don't got to give away the tips about how you're making your money, but like, is it certain things, certain vehicles? Look at that, Taki. You got the boat out. See that? Don't play with it. Just prying it apart now. Look at that. Look at that, man. See? Embrace the suck. Embrace it. It's a way of life. So are you just selling what? LS parts? What parts are you selling? Oh, you'll give me one. Man, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Chrysler Crossfire? Wow. Now, I think I did see a couple videos on YouTube where people putting Hemis in the Crossfires, I believe it was. Seemed like a pretty sick little car, but Chrysler back in the day was very sketch, to say the least. Like, a lot of these companies have come a long way, like Dodge. Dodge has come a long way, because before they used to be not great, and now they've gotten a whole lot better. So, you know, it is what it is, though. Used headlights goes for good $350. Just one? That's a cool $700. What? Jeez. Maybe I need to go to the junkyard. I'm playing. I ain't going to the junkyard. That's what's up, though, man. You cannot knock the hustle. You can't knock the hustle. Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, I understand that. The prices here is just so high, I might as well, I can get it cheaper going to a parts store. Not all parts stores, but it is what it is. Pull and save, yeah, it's Sunshine Auto Recycling that they're gonna bone you when you buy your part. And then it won't work, and then of course you gotta take it back, but they don't give you cash, they're gonna give you exchange, and you gotta deal with that whole thing. I guess to stop from people from swapping them and then saying it didn't work in the first place. So I guess I can understand that. But hey, $350 for a single headlight is pretty good. But at least in my area, I can go on Rock Auto, wait a couple days, and get it ridiculously cheaper. Been there, wasn't satisfied. Yeah, see, I understand that. Test yours in the yard. That makes sense too. Grab a little battery pack out and you know, a little makeshift wiring, and you can make sure that it works. That's a good point. That's a good point. I used to be heavy and hardcore in it, but a lot of times now, the junkyards, people are ripping stuff completely to shreds, and they can't even get it all. You know, it's you're looking for a mirror or something, and you can look down the line of vehicles, and they're like 16 of them that's broken in the exact same way, which is it's crazy. It's crazy. So, Kia Soul, okay. I do not want to drive a Kia Soul, by the way. Oh my God. I do not. They're like a dime a dozen over here. There's a Kia dealership in town, and every grandma and their grandkids got a Kia Soul. Oh my God. Oof. Oof. I can't do it. I can't do a Kia Soul. Oh God. But to each his own, I guess. You know what I mean? I guess to each his own. The amp for one is $100 to $200. Oh wow. Maybe I need to get into this, man. Shoot. I don't know why. Like a dummy, I'm hoping that I can quit my full-time job and do YouTube and build all these cars. JBL most valuable. Hey, I bet they are at that kind of price. Stock replacement? I can believe it. One function might work and the other might not. Yeah, you can only do but so much testing in the yard before it work, before you realize, you know, this may or may not work, or I'm still gonna take a gamble. That's fully understandable. Yeah, I'm hoping that my YouTube takes off and I could just go ahead and start buying some supercars and stuff. I was watching a video yesterday. Amelia Hartford, she did a case swap in a Prius, which is pretty awesome. Took the first drive like a couple days ago, which is pretty dope. She's looking at getting a supercar, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, because I'm a Ferrari fanboy. I gotta one day. Go to LKQ. Dude's ringing it up. Don't even know what it is. Exactly right. End up with a handful of what for $8? Nah, player. These chicks that's daddy worked in the shop and they became butch, man. They know. You're not getting nothing for free. Okay, they bring out the tape measure to measure parts out for you, man. No. Kia Soul drivers are the worst. That is a fact. I do want to run them off the road, but manslaughter is a bad thing. So get those sponsors. Hey, man, we're trying to. We're trying to. But the only sponsors is these these Japanese companies off of eBay that want you to, you know, advertise their toilet seat. Like, how am I going to advertise a toilet seat, you know, doing what I do? Like, hey guys, this works for my behind. Like, that's not, you know. I got one sponsor, Max Feed and Rod, which I haven't gotten much from them except for maybe a blow-off valve, I believe. They've been pretty cool for the most part, but a lot of this stuff is overseas. You got to ship the Corona from overseas over here. I'm not saying they got the Corona, it was a joke. But yeah, you gotta ship them over. Oh, you think so? Intros on a new level? Do I need to take them to a new level, or you feel like they are on a new level? Because I feel like I need to take it to a new level. Like, I feel like something is missing. Something is missing within the video to send me to the next level. I don't know. I don't know if it's cinematography. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I need better story and plot, even though I tried to. I avoid making some videos because I feel like it's something that I don't want to watch. And if I don't want to watch it, I'm not going to make it. Did the suspension all over on my car again, but I already made a video about it, and I wasn't doing anything but lowering it back down. Like, I guess I could have made a video on it, but I didn't want to make a video on it. So let me know. Tell you this though, I could use a beer right now though. I do need to take it to a new level. I agree with you. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I do need to take it to a new level. I'm gonna figure it out, man. I'm gonna figure it out, trying to see what I can do instead of getting in like a creative rut, but like to try something, do something different. And that's what I did with a video on using that airless paint sprayer to paint the BMW. And I got a ton of hate for that video. A ton of hate, but it is literally my most successful video. I think it's got well over 100,000 views on it. And I've made a couple dollars off it, so that felt pretty good. But that was literally just see if it works. That's what kind of video it was. Let's see if this works. It says it's an airless paint sprayer. Let's see if we could paint a car with it. Because I'm guaranteeing you somebody thought about that and say, I wonder if it'll work. But they never tried it because they knew it was going to get laughed out of the building. So I wanted to try it. So thank you, man. We're going to try and find that path, man. We're going to try and find what sets me apart from other people. I think the fact that I'm extremely cheap, okay, because I like to keep my money in my pocket instead of everywhere else. But which makes it a little bit harder because car content, making automotive style content, you got to spend money. Do I dabble with computers? I am a nerd at heart and I do a bunch of stuff. But again, I haven't been messing with too much crazy stuff on the most part. Right now, I connected my desktop and reworked that to my TV in the living room so I can be lazy and switch from my Xbox to my Roku to my desktop without ever moving. I got my wireless keyboard and stuff like that, so I can just sit there and just grind away on whatever task at hand that I need to do. So we mess with it a tad bit, but not enough to say, you know, I'm the man with it. You know what I mean? Instead of running my mouth, I ain't doing no work. Ain't doing no work. I need to though. Get this bash bar back on so we can get this car tuned. I am ready to get this car back or up and running for the first time. Yo, South Africa's in the building. Yo, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you like the cheap aspect of myself, man. South Africa, how is it from afar? How is it in South Africa? That's what's up, man. Thank you. Do I build computers? So, I do not anymore. I used to mess with it a little bit more then, not as much now. I still do have like a decent little list of a computer PC budget build that I would like to do. But you know, of course, budget build PC always can get out of hand and you go crazy. Because one thing that I want to get into doing is flight simulators. I think that'd be pretty cool, doing some flight simulators and learning how to fly. Because if I ever did make it big in YouTube, I would 100% go for my pilot's license. And I would have me probably a bush plane. At the very least, an old 80s Cessna, something like that. I don't know why I've got this crazy nerd infatuation with airplanes, flying, space, and also anything to deal with the Navy, with ships and submarines and stuff like that. I know it's weird. It's weird. I'm not proud of it, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Side note, what time is it in South Africa? Let's double back on that. What time is it in South Africa right now? Side note, do you build computers? Midnight. Ooh. Ooh. Midnight. Let me not talk, because I still be up at midnight, okay? New baby in the house and she ain't having it. Like, she like, sleep? What is sleep? I don't need sleep. Sleep is for the weak. Must be. Good budget PC build that can run Flight Simulator at 30 FPS. I'm saving up money to build my first computer. Hey man, you should go for it. You should build that first computer. It's gonna be very satisfying, a little frustrating if you make mistakes within what parts are going together, but it is more than worth it. Definitely should do it. Any plans for the Benz? All right, so I'm gonna just let the cat out the hat. I'm gonna just let you know what I'm thinking. I've got another infatuation with gassers, the old 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s cars that's got frame rails. It's got the straight frame rails in the front, leaf spring suspension in the front, skinnies up front, fats out back. Like, I've got an infatuation with that, and I've actually got a couple renderings of me doing like a VIP luxury gasser that's modern. It's weird. I don't know where I got it from. Like, I don't know. So that's what I would like to do. But then another part of me is like, dude, just throw it on some bags, give it a paint, make it VIP, just drive it. Then a third part of me is like, go ahead and put some big wheels on it and do like a safari off-road luxury four-door Benz. Like somebody that was in 1987 that bought it brand new off the showroom, and he had some weird infatuation with off-roading and stuff, and he put lights on it and stuff like that, and keep it luxury on the inside and rugged on the outside. I don't know. It's weird. I already told you. Who knows? VH, we all the way live, bro. We all the way live. I don't get on live much, but when we do, we try to make something happen. Thank you, Salami. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Do more lives, but not too many. Yeah, I agree with you. It gets boring. I'm not doing it all the time because I'm not usually out here. But you gotta go, man. It's 3 a.m. Hey, man, Salami. Take it easy, bro. Have a good night, bro. Have a good night. I don't know how much more I'm gonna be going live myself, but you know what? I'm enjoying this. Trying to interact instead of after the fact. You know what I mean? That's the one thing about shooting videos. You kind of gotta wait to get roasted after you did it, and you already knew it didn't work, but you still gotta put that video out. Yo, that E46 kid, what's going on, man? How you feeling today? What you doing today on this Sunday afternoon? I don't even know why I'm trying to work right now because I'm about to mess up. I ain't even doing no more work. I'm just fiddling around like I am doing something. What you working on? Right now I'm working on this badge bar, man. Working on this badge bar, trying to get it right. Because I can't drive the car without it being back on the car because of the integration of the intercooler that we have all put together. I need to connect all of this so that way the turbo can pushes air through and into the engine without there being any interruptions. So once I put this back together, I can throw it back on the car, and then I can immediately go and try and get it tuned, remote tuned rather. And I'll probably make a video on my experiences and how it goes. How will it go? I have no idea. What's going on, Zane? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? I watched a little bit of football earlier today. As you know, I'm a Jacksonville Jaguar fan. I know, don't throw tomatoes. We suck this year, but it's okay. It's okay to suck this year, you know? Who's gonna do the remote tuning? So I went on, I'm in multiple groups, and everybody says, oh, I can tune it, I can tune it, I can tune it. These guys are wanting $300, $400, $500 to remote tune. And I don't know if I'm ready to drop that much yet for a remote tune, because I could PayPal you this money and then you could say, peace. And I don't want that to happen. So we're going to try this one guy. He's got a couple reviews. Steve's Remote Tuning. He does a bunch of Miatas. Is he any good? I have no idea, but I'll give him $100 because I'm willing to try it. And we'll try the $100. I've burnt it on worse, even though I'm not trying to burn it at all. I've reached out to some people that he's done tuning for them, and they seem to love him, seem to know what he's doing. So if he can get me driving past 50 miles an hour, If he can get me into boost just a little bit, that $100 will be worth it. $100 will be worth it. Okay, just ordered you a turbo. Okay, E46. All right. Converting it to dual overhead cam using the head of a. Oh man, that's pretty slick. So I can handle a little more power. It really have helped me. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, tuning is not going easy for me. Hey Tim, once you get a house you want to start, hey, honestly, if you're saving money, continue to save your money. If you've got a car now that you're just trying to piddle with, go ahead and do that in the meantime. Don't let stuff hold you back. Now, don't get out of control and start spending crazy money. You know what I mean? Don't do that. But enjoy the car culture, man. It's some car culture can be kind of toxic and stuff like that, but working on cars is kind of fun, except for when you go in the house after crying because something that you fixed broke and now it's even worse than before. Never happened to me, but you know, just I've heard it happen to other people. You know, I don't know, but you know. Might have happened to y'all. Let me stop. It happens to me all the time. All the time. So, hopefully the tuning will go good, man. I can't afford any more setbacks, any more time lost. Like, I'm ready to drive the car. I really am ready to drive it. Also, since putting the 18s back on it, I'm still saving for a good set of wheels, but that'll come later on down the road. Going back with the 18s, my car handles amazing. It handles really good with cheap coilovers. It handles really good. So the big tires that I had on it, while I love the look, it was very dull, slow, unresponsive. Switching it up to the 18s, lower profile, bringing the car back down, it's going to be more of a blast to drive how it was. And more power, and turbo noises, and two-step. Now tell me when I ain't going to have fun. I'm going to have fun with that car all the time. All the time. And then when I don't feel like shifting gears, just switch back to my truck. And then we'll just cruise in those Chevy. Okay. Yeah, keep working, Tim. You've done the basics. Hey, once you get a couple of those basics under your belt, then you're good to go. You got nothing to worry about after that. Yeah, man. You got to be careful with wheel choices. Wheel choices will definitely make your car feel slower and everything. So, what kind of wheels am I looking for? Tim, bro, the BMW, specifically E36 community, bro, it's like 5 E36s in the whole world, okay? And hear me out. There's 5 E36s. They're different colors. They all got the same 5 wheels or so. You can switch the colors and the wheels between those cars, and that makes up the entire population of E36s. Being honest with you. The entire population, it makes them up. Everybody gets the same car. Everybody gets the same color. Everybody wants to keep it stock. Like everybody wants to make an M3. Like everybody. Like why? Why must we all have the same wing? The same wheels, the same BBS wheels? The same ones or the same stock wheels? Bro, come on. Who's changing what? If they got a 4-cylinder, they swap the 4-cylinder out for the 6-pot. Same thing. Same thing. Same turbo kit. How is the car any different? Is it still a build? Yes, it is a build. Don't get me wrong. I'm not denying that it's a build. But if you all building the same car, what's it like really? But then you're going to drag me through the mud because I want to be stupid and do something different. So what, the turbo's out the hood of the car? I bet you I'll get more looks than you. And it's not even about that. Your car, if you're in the cars, is supposed to be an expression of yourself. Is your expression the same carbon copy as the person next to you? Is it? And if your car isn't like this amazing, super clean, stock, worth a bunch of money kind of car, then there's no reason. There's no reason for you to try and keep it as stock as you can, or unless that's your thing, or you build this car to look exactly like the car you like. Why? Why build your car to look exactly like another car? That's just my thought. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me. I got no problem being wrong. No problem being wrong. Each their own. I agree. It just, I guess I can't get down with everybody having the exact same thing. You know what I mean? The exact same thing. And then they look at me like I'm crazy when I have something different. It's like, hey, man, like you said, to each his own. To each his own. That's just me now. But I've seen some people. Hold on one second. I've seen some people will build a car that they've seen. Let's say it's a Fairmont or something. They will find the exact same color Fairmont, inside, outside, and build that car exactly like someone else did. Why? Is that exactly what you wanted? Where is your creativity in any form? Like, I don't get it. Every car don't have to be the same. You don't have to build the exact same. Put your own spin on it, your own twist on it. It could be subtleties. You may want that exact car, but the subtleties in it has made your car unique from the rest of the cars. Just a thought. Not saying that I'm right. That's just my thought. But to come back to your point, Tim, the wheels that I'm looking for, I don't even have any specifics, to be honest with you. I just want a wheel that just looks good, man. Just a wheel that's pretty cool. And you can't tell me the only wheel that looks good on the E36 is a BBS wheel or a Style 5 or one of the other style renditions of a wheel. Like, come on. And I don't need a three-piece. I don't need a three-piece. Some people are crazy about the three-piece wheels. I'm not one of them, actually. I'm not, because three pieces do leak if you're not careful, which is not a big deal as well, but to each his own again. I think the price of them is crazy, and a lot of people build their cars to not even enjoy it. And if I'm going to spend this money in this car, I'm going to enjoy it. You know, if I had bought me a Ferrari 458 or something like that, I'm going to drive it. If I bought a Bugatti, we're driving it. If that means taking lessons to learn, we're going to drive it. So that's just me anyway, guys. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the live, man. Like, I enjoy talking to each and every one of you guys, man. I don't get on here a bunch, but it's fun when I do. Get to talk to Taki, New, Tim. Let's go through the list here. That E46 kid, Zane, J-Tech, Zane again. Yeah, man. St. Brick, Salami, VH, Jaquez. I'm screaming everybody's name out like I'm crazy. I know. Anyway, guys. I think I'm gonna stop here. I literally got no progress done, right? Like I got it on, but I need to kind of fiddle with this to get this to go in through here. So I still got to do that. It'll come shortly. Hey, appreciate it, Zane, man. You be careful out there, bro. You be safe. Have a productive week of work or school, whichever it is. I'll catch you guys in the next one. did that whole outro and I don't even know how to stop it. Like, that's crazy. That's funny. You can tell I'm not a YouTuber. Oh, that's not it. There it is. Hey, peace out, guys.